Thanks for joining us at 5 on air and streaming on KARE 11 Plus. I'm Lauren Lemanchek. Tonight we know a 9-year-old student is suspected of starting a fire on purpose inside an elementary school, causing millions in damage. It happened nearly 2 weeks ago at a school in St. Cloud. Jennifer Hoff has more on what could happen next with the child. Jennifer?
Lauren, it's complicated, right? Because state law says a child under 10 can't be prosecuted for a criminal offense in juvenile court. And juvenile justice experts will tell you they just don't have the capacity to know right from wrong. But the Stearns County attorney is still considering other courses of action.
At St. Cloud's Westwood Elementary, students may be out of school, but cleanup crews are all in, still on scene nearly 2 weeks after a fire there.
2 boys, yep.
Where Tyler Johnson's 7- and 9-year-olds both attend, but who were on vacation when police now say another 9-year-old student started that fire on purpose.
A lot of just soot and thick black ash all over, but luckily they're doing what they can to get it done quickly.
Police say the fire was in a bathroom, causing extensive damage. A district spokesperson saying it totals $2 million.
If I found out who that kid was, my kid's not hanging out with him.
The Stearns County attorney is considering other courses of action for the boy, since Minnesota law prohibits prosecuting children under 10 for a criminal offense in juvenile court.
They just don't have enough appreciation of the consequences of their actions or the gravity of what they're doing.
Barry Feld is a renowned juvenile justice expert at the U of M and says the suspect's behavior would instead be managed in another system, from social services to mental health.
If they discover that the kid has a history of setting fires, then that would be a basis for some kind of a clinical intervention. But again, it would be to address the causes of fire setting, not for purposes of punishment.
As the investigation continues, so too does fire remediation, as students here prepare to return on Monday.
I think they're ready to go back. I know I'm ready for them to go back.
So in the meantime, organizations have really stepped up. They're partnering with the school to provide some support over these last few days here, including childcare at the Boys and Girls Club to the YMCA and food boxes even at the next door church, which is also where a lot of folks evacuated to when this first happened.
Yeah, I'm sure it was very scary. Thank goodness no one was hurt. Most important thing. But I keep thinking about this 9-year-old's parents, and could they have any financial responsibility for the damage?
Well, some of the folks we talked to today certainly say they support that because the money that the school is using to pay for this is certainly taxpayer money. But my expert that I spoke to, he said in general, parents just aren't responsible for any civil wrongdoings that their minor child commits. On the other hand, if those parents knew, in fact, that the kid was starting a fire, then that's a little bit different. But that bar is very, very high. They'd have to have a lot of knowledge that the fire was going to be set. But as we said, any sort of judgment issued against a 9-year-old at this point is not much. So,
all right, Jennifer, thank you.